Okay, next. Next topic naman natin is ang for handball is the basic rules and regulation for handball. Okay? So, ayan. So, basic handball. So, how long does a handball match last? So, ibig sabihin, gaano ba katagal nilalaro ang isang handball game? Okay? So, a handball game match lasts for a total of 60 minutes and is divided into two halves for 30 minutes each. So, ibig sabihin, tumatagal po ang isang laro ng dodgeball sa loob ng isang oras. At ito po ay nahahati sa dalawang period na 30 minutes each. Okay? If a game is tied, overtime is played. So, ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa ang score or ang game is tied ng score, meron po tayong overtime. Okay? So, the overtime period consists of two halves, okay, each lasting 5 minutes. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kada overtime, meron po tayong, uh, sa overtime, meron po tayong 10 minutes. Okay? With the total. So, nahahati rin po siya sa dalawang period, and then, tig 5 minutes po siya nilalaro. Okay? But if the game remains tied after the first overtime, a second period is played. Okay? So, kung halimbawa, natapos yung first period o yung first 30 minutes and then natapos yung overtime, na tie pa rin ang score. So, yung second period is lalaroin pa rin po. Okay? So, if the game is still tied after the second overtime and the tiebreaker is necessary, then a 7-meter throwing is generally used. Here, each team selects 5 players who take turns making one throw each. They alternate with players from the opposing team. So, ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa sa second overtime or sa second period is tie pa rin ang score, then meron po tayong 7-meter free throw shot or the throw off. Okay? So, dito, mamimili po kayo ng 5 players from your team, and then ganun din po sa kabilang team, mamimili po sila ng 5 players na magti-take ng free throw shot or ng throw shot. Okay? Pero hindi po ibig sabihin nun na yung 5 players po na yun is magkakasunod po silang mag-shoot or mag-throw. Okay? Alternate po sila ng opposing team. Halimbawa, ikaw ang nauna or ikaw yung unang nag-shot sa team mo. And then, ang susunod na magto-throw naman po is yung players from the opposing team. Okay? Hanggang sa matapos po yon. Okay? And then last, if the score is still tied after the first round of 5 throws per team, sudden death ensues. Okay? In sudden death, the first team to build up a lead after both teams have taken an equal number of throw wins. Okay. So, dito naman po is ibig sabihin, dito po, kung halimbawa, nag-tie pa rin yung score after ng throw or ng throw off, okay, meron po tayong tinatawag na deuce. Kung inyo po naaalala, ang deuce po is kung sino po ang makaunang 2 puntos or maka-take ng 2 points or 2 consecutive points will be declared as the winner. Okay? Next. How many players in handball? Okay? A handball team consists of 7 players. However, for game to start, there should be at least 5 players on the court. Okay? So, another 7 to 9 players, depending on the federations, are allowed on the bench to serve as substitute. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, sa isang team, it's either 7 or 9 players po kayo per team. Okay? So, sa loob ng playing area po is 5 players po kayo. Okay? Just like basketball. So, 10 po kayo with the total kasama po yung opposing team. Okay? So, the 7 members handball team includes the goalkeeper. However, the goalkeeper can become a court player at any time. Okay? So, hindi lang po goalkeeper ang trabaho ng isang goalkeeper. Pwede rin po siya maging court player if necessary. Okay? Kung halimbawa may naisip siyang strategy or technique para maka-score, so pwede po siyang pumasok or pwede po siyang mag-serve as the court player. Okay? Pero hindi po sa lahat ng pagkakataon. Kung halimbawa, ganun nga, may naisip siyang strategy or techniques para maka-score, then pwede po siya maging court player. Okay? Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun nakakalimutan niya na yung trabaho niya as a goalkeeper. Okay? Kasi goalkeeper is siya po yung nagbo-block ng shot from the opposing team. Okay po? So next, scoring in handball. Okay? So the objective for the players is to throw the ball into the goal, and then the team that scores the most goals in a match is declared as the winner. Okay? So sabi nga natin kanina, ang handball po is paramihan po ng puntos. Kung sino po ang may pinakamaraming puntos sa isang game will be declared as the winner. So point system po ang laro ng handball. Okay? And then handball goals often look spectacular. This is because players usually jumps over the goal area line, thus ensuring they are not in contact with the goal area and attempt to throw the ball into the goal while in the air. So, ibig sabihin, kaya siya nagiging spectacular or kamanghamanghang panoorin kasi po, usually, mga players po kasi ng handball is tumatalon muna sila bago nila ibato yung bola. Bakit sila tumatalon? Kasi po, iniiwasan nila nga na makatapak doon sa goal area line. Okay? Na habang hawak nila yung bola. Okay? Kasi po violation po 'yun if you step inside the 6-meter line or the goal area line. Kasi nga sabi nga natin sa loob ng goal area line or yung 6-meter line is only the goalkeeper are allowed inside that area. Okay? Pero kung halimbawa kayo po ay player and then tumapak kayo sa loob ng goal area line, then that is a violation. Okay? So kaya nakakamangha siyang panoorin kasi habang nasa area po yung mga player, nagkakaroon sila or iniisip nila kung paano nila mababato ng tama or maibabato yung bola doon sa goal or sa goal post. Okay? So next, how to play handball. Okay? Players generally dribble the ball around when they move around the court, similar to basketball. Okay? And they can take up to 3 steps without dribbling the ball and are allowed to possess it for a maximum of 3 seconds. Okay? So, pwede po nating i-dribble ang bola na habang umiikot or habang naghahanap kayo ng papasaan or habang gumagawa kayo ng play. Okay? And then, pwede nyo rin po siyang ilakad nang hindi dinidribble ang bola. Pero up to 3 steps lang. Okay? Yun lang po ang allowed sa handball. Okay? Players can throw, catch, stop, push, or hit the ball by using their hands, head, torso, thighs, and knees. Okay? For example, napalakas yung pasa sa iyo ng kakampi mo. Then hindi mo nasalo successfully papunta sa kamay mo. Then pwede mo po siyang mapabagal or pwede mo siyang ma-slow down using your hands, head, torso, thighs, and knees na usually nakikita natin sa mga usually na nakikita natin sa football or sa soccer. Okay? And then they cannot touch the ball with their feet or with any part below the knee. So ibig sabihin, hindi po pwedeng tumama ang bola from tuhod pababa. Kasi po that is a football. So sa football lang po 'yun nilalaro. Okay? Or sa football lang po 'yun ginagawa. Okay po? So pwede tayong magbato, pwede tayong sumalo, pwede rin nating i-stop yung bola. Okay? So gamit po yung kamay natin, yung ulo natin, yung torso natin, yung thighs and knees. Okay? Okay. And then handball is a body contact sport. Furthermore, attacking strategies are encouraged while passive play leads to a warning and loss of possession for the team. Okay? So alam naman na po natin 'yan na sa lahat po ng team sport is normal lang po ang body contact. Okay? Normal po ang body contact. Pero body contact na hindi sinasadya to the point na nagkakasakitan na kayo. Okay? And then yung sinasadya mo na. Okay? And then attacking strategies, ibig sabihin kahit anong klase ng attack para maibato mo yung bola or mathrow mo yung bola papunta sa goal is pwede po. Okay? Kahit anong klaseng atake. Pwedeng direct mong ibato yung bola sa goal post or pwede mong gamitan ng pektos yung bola papunta sa goal post or pwede mo siyang i-shot while gamit yung bounce, okay? Or yung ba-bounce muna bago papunta sa goal post. Okay, so individual strategy na po yun. Okay? And then in handball, teams are not allowed to hold the ball without attempting to attack or shoot on goal, nor can they repeatedly delay actions like throw-offs. Okay? So habang nasa iyo yung bola, kailangan each player is nag-a-attempt kayo to attack or to shoot the goal. Okay? Kasi po, kung halimbawa nasa inyo ang possession nang hindi kayo nag-a-attempt to attack, then magkakaroon po kayo ng delay actions or magkakaroon po tayo ng free throw. Okay? So this passive play is penalized with a free throw against the team in possession, and if no shot on goal is taken after 4 passes, a free throw is awarded to the opposing team. So ibig sabihin, sa pagpasa ninyo, so kung halimbawa nakatatlong pasa na kayo, kung sino yung pangatlong player na makakatanggap ng bola, kailangan maka-attempt na siya na i-shoot or i-attack ang bola. Kasi pag yan po ay na umabot pa sa pang-apat na player, then magkakaroon po tayo ng free throw. Okay? Magkakaroon po tayo ng free throw at hindi po yun ma-award sa team ninyo. Ma-award po yung free throw sa opposing team. Okay po? And then teams are warned to give them a chance to change their attacking approach before penalties are imposed. Okay? So that is our um, uh, last topic for the fourth quarter. Okay? So I hope na may naintindihan kayo sa aking video presentation. Okay? Lalong-lalo na po dun sa mga sections na hindi ko masyadong na na napasukan due to the connectivity of the internet. Okay? So, pagpasensyahan nyo na po. Okay? And then, by the way, kaya pala ganito yung klase ng video ko because yung unang video na ginawa ko is hindi kinaya. Okay? Or hindi kayang isend dito sa messenger. So, ginawa ko na lang is pinaghati-hati ko na lang sila from introduction and then cut and then followed by the rules and regulation and then so on and so forth. Okay? So, sana uh, maintindihan ninyo and then ma-review ninyo. Okay? So, kung meron kayong question or meron kayong clarification, just watch this video. Okay? While reviewing the PowerPoints. And then yung mga PowerPoints is na-send ko naman na sa ating GC and na-send na rin naman sa inyo ng mga president and review it. Okay? And then don't forget your performance task and kailangan drawing po yon and hindi po pwede yung digital. Kasi po, kaya ko po siya pinapadrawing because that is also served as your written output. Okay? So, i-indicate ko na rin po siya and i-record ko po siya as your written outputs. Okay? And then, yung plus ninyo sa grades is naka-encode na po. Okay? So, expect nyo na medyo mataas ang ating grade for fourth quarter. Okay? So, good luck sa inyong fourth quarter exam. I hope na walang bumagsak or walang makakuha ng mababang score. Okay? So, thank you and God bless us all.